Hello mates, it's been a long time since I've made a POV video like this, and if you know what POV videos are, congrats. You have a mind about as dirty as mine. But, aside from that, the video that I'm doing today is just a behind the scenes look at, when I root a device. What do I have here today? Let's see here. Let's get rid of that. This is one of my other phones I have. It's one of my main phones. It's the Redmi Note 6 Pro. Now, a lot of you have probably seen this phone or seen me post screenshots from it in various videos. It's basically the same phone, but I converted it back to stock to test something out, and now I want to just convert it back to my usual stuff, which means I have to unlock the bootloader and some various other stuff like installing a custom recovery and get into the rooting part. From what I noticed from a lot of you guys, seems like you guys are a little confused when you see directions on rooting and unlocking a bootloader, so I figure, why not? Let's go ahead and try a very live look at how this is done. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So most people, when they have their phone, the bootloader is usually locked, and they don't know what to do from there. So if we go into settings, one of the first few things you want to look for is, give me a second, where am I? Okay. You want to take a look at your developer options. Okay, so we're here. Alright, OEM unlocking is checked off. Alright, it's right here if you guys are wondering. And USB debugging. We gotta turn that on. Yes, let's go ahead and allow that. Not sure if my device got detected again. Let's go ahead and unplug and replug back in. Oh, there we go. I think we're all set. Okay, various other Xiaomi stuff that's going on in the background. Okay, now sometimes that setting for OEM unlocking, you might not be allowed to change that. Now some devices, they might have a waiting period. I know I did with this Redmi Note 6 Pro. I had to wait about 2 weeks before I'm even allowed to check off that option. But after that, it was pretty smooth sailing. So I have those two settings checked off, the OEM unlocking and the USB debugging. Now, OEM unlocking doesn't mean that my bootloader is unlocked. It just means that I now have the option to do it, which is why I have my computer screen shared as well, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut down my phone, because we'll be turning this thing back on later. Let's go ahead and turn this off. We're going to leave it off for now. Go and set that down right there. Now on my computer, let's see here. I have a fresh profile here, so I don't really have all the tools I need, but we're going to get them. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm just going to head off to my website and get whatever tools I need. I'm just going to pull up one of my random guides over here. I'll just take this one. And okay, let's see what we got. I don't need those, but I do need this. This is what I'm going to need to download everything that I need to unlock my bootloader. Since I'm using Windows, I'm going to go ahead and download the SDK platform tools for Windows. Okay. Now before I start moving along too fast, I'll be sure to have the links to whatever I'm doing in the description or wherever I'm posting this. The links will definitely be there. This is basically coming from the developer site for Android. Is this done yet? Come on. Let's see here. As usual, guys, a lot of my videos, no editing really allowed, just very, very live, for better or worse. Well, while that's doing its thing, I might as well get TWRP as well. I'm going to end up needing that. Now, the version of TWRP that you're going to need, it really depends on what your device is. If I go to devices, now since I have a Redmi Note 6 Pro, should be found under Redmi or Xiaomi. Redmi's not here, so let's go ahead and go to Xiaomi. Alright, Redmi Note 6, there we are. Let's go ahead and get that downloaded. I'll just take the newest one. Alright. Now some people think that you need to root your phone or root your Android before even installing TWRP, but then that's not actually true. Now, let's look through these directions before we move any further. The app install method requires root. But since we're not rooted yet, I'm going to go with the fastboot install method. Let's go ahead and keep that file. Okay. WinRares with the pop-ups, gotta get rid of those. Okay. So what I just did, actually, you know what? I'm moving a bit fast. Let me slow down a bit. So those two things you saw me download. I downloaded Platform Tools and TWRP. Platform Tools, that's going to allow us to use fastboot commands to unlock the bootloader. And TWRP, that's going to allow me to install custom recovery for later. Now let me go ahead and go through my downloads. Alright. There's Platform Tools, this little WinRare icon over here. Comes in its own little folder. I'm just going to drag it to the desktop so it's easier to find later. Okay. And TWRP, that's just an image file. I'm going to rename this to something easier to type into later. This is just me doing this out of convenience. It's not really a necessary step. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And I'm going to move this into the same folder where Platform Tools is. So let me go ahead and open up Platform Tools. And I'll just drag it right into that folder. Alright. Now on to the fun part. The actual part of unlocking the bootloader. Actually, wait, I'm jumping the gun again. Of course. I forgot about Magisk. I gotta get that. Magisk is pretty easy to find. You just go to Google, type in XDA Magisk, and there we are. Okay, the main forum in XDA developers for Magisk. Look at all these ads coming up. Okay, there it is. The pinned post. I think a lot of us are used to looking for the pinned post now. Okay. Let's go ahead and rip through this pinned post and just get what we're looking for. I'm one of those guys that takes the beta installation, but you can take the stable if you wanted to. No harm either way. And I'll take the uninstaller just in case. Alright, got those. I don't think we're going to need the internet browser anymore. So we'll go ahead and close that down. Okay, now let's go ahead and start this phone in fast boot mode. I'm going to hold volume down and hold the power button. Okay, fast boot mode. I'll leave that there. Plug my phone back into the computer. Okay, and on my screen, notice how I'm in the Platform Tools folder. Just going to hold down the Shift key, right click, and open PowerShell here. Alright, now I got this big blue window. What are we going to do with this? Now I'm just going to shrink it down a bit. And to unlock the bootloader, I'm just going to type in the command fastboot OEM unlock. Let's see if that works. Failed. Reboot the device. Well, if that doesn't work, that means we're going to have to do something else. And I think with Xiaomi devices, you're going to need the Mi Unlock tool, which is fine. Now, fastboot OEM unlock, that's just the standard command for most fastboot devices, but obviously it didn't work here. Now let's go ahead and look for that Mi Unlock tool. Mi Unlock tool. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and get that. Now that command you guys saw me enter into PowerShell over here, fastboot OEM unlock, it should work on most standard fastboot devices, but some manufacturers, sometimes you just need to use their special tool, and that just so happens to be the case here. Let's go ahead and wait for this to download, and then we'll be on our merry way. Obviously, I didn't come prepared with a script. Okay, let's go ahead and open up this Mi Unlock tool. I'm just going to bring this to the desktop just for convenience. Okay, let's close that out. I'm going to keep the Platform Tools folder open because I know I'm going to need it later to handle the stuff with TWRP. Okay, Mi Unlock tool. Mi Flash Unlock. Alright, let's go ahead and open that up. Okay. Just nonchalantly press agree to everything. Okay, Xiaomi is one of those weird guys where they actually want you to log in to verify that you waited out through their waiting period, and then they'll unlock the device for you. Now, before we do anything, you should probably back up any data that you want, because once we unlock, most likely your data is going to get wiped. But for me, since this is kind of a fresh, stockish thing going on with my phone, I don't really care what's on it, so I haven't backed up anything. Okay. There you go. My email for everybody to see. Hopefully I remember my password. Aha! I actually got it right. Okay, looks like the Mi tool is just going to do everything. They even give you a warning before you unlock everything that it's going to wipe your device. Be sure you backed everything up, and then go ahead and press unlock. They give you multiple chances to back out of it if you really wanted to. Unlock anyway. They give you another warning. I don't really care, so let's go ahead and unlock. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay. Successfully unlocked. It's probably rebooting my phone right now. Alright. Go ahead and bring this thing up again. I'm just going to wait for my phone to start up again. Since it's wiping the data, the initial startup might take a while. So right now we're just playing the waiting game. Now while I'm waiting for this, I might as well get into the whole discussion of why even root your device? Well, for me it's more like a because you can type of reason. And that I've been doing this for what, over a decade or so, so I just got used to having a rooted device and having all the glitz and glams, customization type of thing going on. Not really for any, how you say, not just for spoofing, although that seems like the only reason why people want to root their phones now, but then, yeah, for me it's just personal choice. Been doing it for so long, I just do it to basically every phone that I own. Now, before you go around rooting your device, it might be worth noting that, of course, with anything like this, you're definitely voiding your warranty, but check the fine print of your manufacturer. I know for Xiaomi and Redmi devices, what I was told from their customer service agents was that if I root my device, I'm out of warranty, of course, but my warranty is valid again if I convert it back to stock. So it's not really a problem. Converting back to stock is really easy, and relocking the bootloader is easy. Okay, looks like my phone is still loading up. Basically, the amount of time it's taking right now is how long the first boot takes. Since they basically wiped all your data, it's basically like getting a whole new phone. Or basically like the first time you opened the box on it and went through its initial startup process. All we gotta do now is wait for, well, looks like I just gotta wait for that. Let's see how it's going. Okay, MIUI 10, definitely loving MIUI, but I miss having a rooted phone for everything else that I use it for. Now that that's all started up, I can go ahead and just shut this down again. Power off. Now I'm just going to go back into fast boot mode. So basically right now it's a stock phone with an unlocked bootloader. But, in order to root the device, you're going to need a custom recovery. And to do that, we got to install TWRP. Or at least that's my custom recovery of choice. I think there's other ones out there floating around in XDA, but TWRP, actually, you know what? It's not really called TWRP. It's called TWRP. I just call it TWRP just because it's easier. Now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and try to get TWRP installed. It's going to type in whatever command that they had on their website. Oh, that was a comma. So fastboot flash recovery. What did I call that file? Note 6 TWRP. Okay. Note 6 TWRP.img. Now, I renamed my file to Note 6 TWRP.img just because it was easy for me to type in. You can leave it as is from however it was when it was downloaded, but I just thought this was easier to type in. Alright, hit enter. Let's see what happens. There we go. Finished. Alright. Now we're done with that. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Hold down all my buttons. Let's go ahead and try to reboot back into TWRP. Wonder why I'm holding it all funkily and sideways like this, is to just try to keep my phone in frame. Oh, sorry, held the power button a little too long there, just kind of auto resetted itself, but let's try to get into TWRP. I tend to like doing videos live like this because every time I make a mistake, I'll show you guys how to correct it while I'm doing that. Not sure if this actually rebooted into TWRP. Pretty sure I'm just going into the stock. Yep, I'm just going into the stock installation. Okay, we got shut down. See, just like that, I messed up again. Let's go ahead and try to restart into TWRP. Let's see what happens. Well, if you notice this, obviously installing TWRP didn't work. Alright, no big deal. I'm just going to shut this down again and go back into fast boot mode. We're going to try something a little different this time. Fast boot, boot, note 6 TWRP.img. Let's see if that boots us into TWRP. Okay, so it actually boots us into TWRP, but we ran into this problem. Blah. Blah. Ridiculous. Oh. Can't get in there. Let's power off and try something else. Let's go back into fast boot mode. There we go. Let's try to flash TWRP again, but we'll try something a little different this time. There we go. Let's go ahead and try to reboot back into it and see what happens. There we go. Boot it back in. Okay. When I get past this decryption part, we'll just go ahead and have to install Magisk from here. Alright, I'm still connected. Let's go ahead and try to get Magisk onto the SD card. What do I got here? Absolutely nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and mount. There we go. What do I have on here? Okay, I don't have the newest version of TWRP on my computer, but we can get it there. I did just download it. You know what, I'll bring the uninstaller there too, just because I can. In a perfect world, if I didn't run into all of these issues while doing this, this would be a lot faster. But I'm kind of doing this on the fly. No script, no preparation in a way. So, cut me some slack for a bit. Alright. Go ahead and get that stuff pasted over. Okay. Let's try to let this one rip. Alright. Install. Let's see here. Let's see if that worked. There we go, installing TWRP and installing Magisk. Actually, I already installed TWRP, now we're just doing the Magisk part. Keep waiting. Just keep waiting. Should be all done soon. There we go. Let's reboot the system. Let's see if it worked. Okay, so far so good. Even if something didn't work, at least right now, obviously I didn't brick my phone. Alright, United States, United States. Alright, we'll skip this for now, I don't really care. Terms of service, of course I have to agree or else they won't let me use anything. Checking for updates. What updates do you even have right now? It's late at night. Could not connect to the internet. Okay. Bastards. Oh, I guess they want me to actually use Wi-Fi. Alright, I'll play around. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. Like, holy crap, it's actually almost 2 o'clock in the morning here. Come on, check for your updates. I just want to check if my device is rooted. And for me to check that, I would have to go into the Magisk manager. Let's see here, just to speed up this process, I'm not going to copy anything right now. Yeah, go ahead and check your info. I might as well just skip the sign-in while I'm at it. Skip. Alright, I'll just leave all that as is. I don't really care right now. I'll fix it all up later. I don't care about my Me account. No, I don't care about Me Cloud. No, I don't care about my password right now. Alright, I'll just leave all that as is. Leave the theme as is. Alright, setup complete. Loading apps. What apps? I didn't install anything. Oh, the pre-installed stuff that comes with MIUI. Totally forgot about those. Some people may shit all over MIUI, but you know what? It actually grew on me in a very positive way. Lots of good optimizations with MIUI. Well, I might as well set this down while I'm waiting for that stuff to load. Yeah, take a load, if you catch my drift. Oh, screen's going dim. Gotta make sure it stays alive. Oh, more stuff coming up. Just a second. Alright, we have a boot screen, or, sorry, we have a home screen. Let's see if, oh, there's Magisk Manager. Great. Magisk is up to date. That's a good sign. Let's do a safety net check. Ugh, can't talk tonight. It's too late. Haven't had my covfefe yet. Tap to start the safety net check. Alright. Yeah, proprietary code, of course. Alright. Yay! CTS profile true, basic integrity true. That means it's all set. Now I can choose to update the Magisk Manager, but I don't really care about that right now. Oh, before I forget, for Pokemon Go purposes, if you ever want to play that, you have to go into settings, hide the Magisk Manager. At least that's one of the things you have to do. Okay, so the new Magisk Manager is loading up in the background. Okay, so basically now it's a hidden app. And the only other thing to do is go to Magisk Hide, and then you have to check off Pokemon Go. But since this is in fresh installation, I don't have it here. But that's basically it for basically going from a stock device to a rooted device. Now this video, obviously it was uncut, unedited, and I didn't leave any fancy editing out there on the table, so whatever you saw, mistakes and all, hey, it's all included. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take up too much time as long as you know what you're doing. But before you do anything, definitely do some research on your own device, because this, whatever I just did, it would probably work on a lot of Xiaomi, Redmi devices, and most fast boot devices actually. It would. A similar process, probably just different commands in the PowerShell, but overall similar process. Well, that's about it for today, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and head off to Dreamland. Good night, everybody.